campus. You think about it, a kid from Hawaii comes to the Syracuse game in the snow and ends up committing. It's truly remarkable.
Can you just talk a little bit about your thoughts on the overall class? Last year, you had a really highly rated class. This year, the experts are saying it's more of an average class, somewhere in the mid-20s, somewhere around there.
Yeah, I would strongly disagree with that. I think that the experts look at volume. They look at quantity more than quality. And I think that when you go into a recruiting cycle, you have to find, you have to fill positions of need based off of that year. There's things that are based off of that year. Now, sometimes, like we ended up getting both Sierra and Theo. Now, did we need 2 running backs? We probably could have got by with 1. Okay, but you never can turn down, you see these 2 guys and the way they play, you never can turn down that type of athleticism. Okay, but I think we lost a receiver, we picked up a receiver. We only had 1 offensive lineman go. We picked up 3, well, actually with Beamer going to med school, you could say 2, but we picked up 3. So last year we brought in 5 defensive linemen. This year we brought in 1. Well, we're already well on our way towards next year's defensive lineman. So I think you have to tie all these recruiting classes together, and I think that we were very happy. We're very happy with the people we got because we think they're good players that fill positions of need.
Charlie, up here, you've said in the past that the recruiting class you're working on is not based upon the current season that you're in, but the previous season. So you were working off of a 3-9 season. How difficult was it to recruit under those circumstances, along with the fact that you played so many freshmen and sophomore this past season?
I don't think it's ever tough when what you're doing is representing Notre Dame. I think that the biggest issue we always have to deal with, and Tim, it's important I say this without making excuses, are the negative recruiting that goes on about that very subject. Hey, they're coming off of this year, the coach is going to get canned, everything known to mankind is coming out of everyone's mouth right there. So that's really what you deal with. But when you're a Notre Dame alum and you have Notre Dame as what you're representing, you never feel that you don't have a chance in recruiting. There's never a time where I go into somebody, regardless of what the record was, and feel we don't have a chance of getting a guy. Now, there's a lot of guys that, have no interest, but there's plenty of them that do.
A couple years ago, you instituted the if you're looking, we're looking rule. Do you have any changes, any adjustments that you'll make based upon what you just went through?
No, that happened more than once in this class, and we did, before they said something to us, we had already said something to them, just so you know. Because the second we hear something, that those words are uttered out of our, so there's no misnomer. They understand that. There's no miscommunication when it comes to that subject. The only difference is after that first year where I got burned a little bit, we don't wait around for that to happen anymore. It happens long before that happens.